Hello, hey, how are you doing? I would like to talk about speed today. And unless you are a racing driver or similar, then of course I understand that being faster than everybody, see, that's the problem. Trying to talk too fast usually does not lead to the right results. Uh, I was saying, unless you are a racing driver or something similar, then of course speed matters and you have to be faster than everybody else in order to win. But for most other tasks, there is some sort of a more ideal speed or a perfect speed. Maybe there's something like a terminal speed as well, but let's get to that later. So think about it as being a perfectionist and you want to deliver the perfect result. I would normally preach that you actually should try something that I call a pragmatic perfectionism. That means the most perfect result within a given time frame, because it doesn't really help if you are doing something better if you are past the deadline or if you are 3 weeks late. Having said that, there is, I think, a good point in determining what is the right speed and the right time frame, and you should probably try to aim for that rather than trying to be faster. And I actually figured it this morning when I was bringing my son to school that actually if we had time, we were not late, so there is no need to walk faster than other people, because if you try to do that, uh, most of the time you end up feeling stressed and annoyed because most of the people around you are slower and you feel like they are living their whole life looking for a parking space. So if you slow down, you're more relaxed, you're happier, you still achieve what you want to achieve and what you have to achieve. So the time frame, bringing my son to school, is still valid, and I do manage. But if I do manage it while being slower, I feel better. Probably the people around me feel better because I am then less upset and frustrated and whatever. And yeah, that I think does fit into my mindset of act or do in a way that makes the world a better place. And as a knock-on effect, when I'm feeling better, I will probably work better, and then my results will be better, etc., etc. So I think you should actually try to find that balance, that kind of sweet spot of what is the perfect speed for what you're doing. And the same goes for for not just the daily tasks but also the actual work. Try to sometimes try to deliberately slow you down, try to reflect on what you're doing, do things a little bit, I don't know, deliberate. I mean, you're doing it deliberate anyway, but one of the tricks to being actually faster is to kind of switch to autopilot, especially the tasks that you are just kind of working with your muscle memory, the mouse pushing and all that, but kind of slow that down, take it one gear down, and yeah, first of all, enjoy. I think enjoying what you're doing is always, I think, the key to delivering a better result, because you kind of instill that joy into your designs, and later, when they are realized, when there's a client enjoying your product, he will enjoy that product more when your joy is in there. So a couple of reasons, as it's So you make a better result, you feel better about it, and I don't know what more is there to say about it. That it's good to slow down. As I said the other day, it's also good to stop in between and have these moments of doing absolutely nothing, because again it helps you, freeing your mind, just work better. So I think that whole idea about the work-life balance is not so much about actually, it's not geared against work, as in, you have to balance away from work in order to be balanced more in life, but yeah, that as well. But you also have to balance away from work to actually make better work. And that means also find your speed, find your rhythm to work and to live and to do everything, because as I said, there is there's a perfect speed almost, you could actually, if you really listen to yourself more carefully, you will find out that actually there is a perfect speed for everything you're doing, and you should try to aim for that, because there's also a terminal speed, as I mentioned in the beginning, and that is the speed when everything goes belly up and down the drain. So you should actually stay well clear of that. And having said that, I think I still don't have to slow down, for the next few hours, because it's still Friday and there's some work to do. But I will work at the appropriate speed, and then I slow down and enjoy the weekend. And you should do the same. Until next time, see you.